Explain your criteria, please.
So my criteria is one of three. You have to have all three things in it to be world class. Yeah. So you have to be playing at a world class level. You have to be doing so for a number of years, and you have to be winning silverware. Those are my three in it. And if you fall short of any of the three, you don't get in. Hence why Harry Kane isn't in my world class list.
Which is
Yo, I'm tryna get my sterling up in the city, so s'il play. As soon as my child can walk, it's straight Project Mbappe. But all the verbal, as soon as I hear that whistle, we get straight to the action. Come on lads, where's the passion? Do like Alan Matsini, wear headbands for the fashion. If the defenders drop back, we counter and then attack them. I got my eye on the ball, I got my eye on the ball, yeah. I got my eye on the ball, I got my eye on the ball, yeah. I got my eye on the ball, I got my eye on the ball.
Yes, people, you already know what it is. We're back, live and direct, up in the studio.
Come on.
It feels like we've been gone for a minute.
Trust
still.
you, man. Listen, happy to be back with the man, then, man.
Likewise, man.
100%,
man.
man. How you all been doing, man? Away from football, away from sports, how you been doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Keeping the mental health at A1.
No, do you know what? You can't even joke about that.
No, you feel me?
Yeah.
But, yeah, man.
Different age, man.
Yeah, man. I'm good. I'm blessed.
100%. What about you, bro?
Heart mended.
Huh?
Heart mended from that.
On route, man. On route, man.
The treachery from
Yeah,
Pep.
it was a couple dark days, but we're on the upward spiral now. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, 100%. I mean, a bit of housekeeping again. Once again, make sure you're following us at Eyes on the Ball TV on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, make sure you're following or subscribing to the Eyes on the Ball TV channel, as well as the Eye Test channel, which is the show that you're watching right now. The Eye Test hosted by EOTB. Shout out High Press Media, Adam and the guys once again.
Got you.
A trophy was won, so you know the tradition. Thanks, cheers. Cheers, Kieran, in the back for the energy.
Nah, listen, that's the trophy.
Yeah,
was one.
I mean, Chelsea won the Champions League. We did a preview. We dissected it. We did everything you wanted on a major final, and Chelsea Football Club came out victorious against Josh's Manchester City. I mean, obviously today's episode isn't about that, but I mean, it's fine if we give a few words on.
Definitely. Just you know, as you said, few words. Pep Guardiola, he let me down big time, man. I did not want to see Chelsea win. I hate that. Chelsea are just that rich don that you don't want to see them shine.
So what am I
saying?
saying?
Huh? City, no one cares about City.
It's
You
true,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's one of them. They might be as rich, but if they're irrelevant, then you don't really care.
Do you know what it is?
We're the biggest club in Manchester.
Chelsea.
Chill.
Oh my days, Chelsea. I hear it. Chelsea are the rich club that go blackie blue coats. Man City are the rich one that go private school.
That private school, yeah. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear it.
But Pep, man, he had an absolute mare. Like, it was the third time that you faced him in like a month, and you still couldn't figure it out. Like, there's no excuse for that. Not playing Fernandinho. I don't want to get too stuck into it, but so disappointed. All that goat talk, put that shit in the trash. From now, all that goat talk. You still wanna back it for that, Don? Put that shit in the
next
trash,
season,
man.
if you win Champions League, is it still in the trash?
It's in the trash. Gone, never to be heard of again.
Wait, did you do an episode when Man U lost the Europa League?
No.
Listen, wait, why are you bringing it up? Why are you bringing it up?
I'm saying it interesting, innit? How you got this much energy, innit? But you, man, can you finish off? Good evening. Get the hell out of here, man.
I mean, it's always great when your team is the only one that can.
Hey, have shame, by the way. You shouldn't be deflecting, bro.
I say have
some
shame. You, man, do you think you had a good season?
Talking about us. Why are you bringing us up?
Do you actually have a good season?
No one cares what the
No,
Europa
because you have the
League,
most
bro.
energy on this panel.
No,
but you had the worst season here.
I was giving my 2 cents.
No, your 2 cents is too strong for a team that had a movie season, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Too much energy, man. Pack down, man.
Nah, listen.
The Premier League,
I'm not
champions.
gassed
Pack
about
down.
anything that you
Do you know what?
but you were disappointed.
Do you know?
Yeah, we were. But I want to hear that from him. I don't want to hear it from you.
Let's rein it in, innit? Look, the episode isn't about Champions League or Europa League final, but I have to be a bit cheeky. I think it's only right that the only treble Pep saw this season was Tuchel beating him 3 times. So boy, hey, Darren's boiling it. Alright, let's just get into what we're supposed to get into.
For United fans.
No, let's get into what we're supposed to get into today.
Oh man!
As you can see on your screen, basically 90 minutes football did
Should
a
have done
top
a grand
30.
reveal for that one, innit? Should have done that.
No, 90-minute football did a top 30 players of the season. That will obviously be displayed on your screen, but on this screen, obviously, which will also come up as well, you'll be able to see that clearly. We decided to rework that list. I mean, there's a lot of problems with the 90-minute list. If I just quickly read it out for the guys: N'Golo Kante first, Lewandowski second, Benzema, Mbappe, Ruben Diaz, Haaland, Mahrez, Mount, Messi, Marquinhos. That rounds out the top 10.
Mount Messi.
And then you got KDB, Phil Foden, Neymar, Ronaldo, Kimmich, Keylor Navas, Lukaku, Gundogan, Suarez, Gerard Moreno, Modric, Bruno Fernandes, Burak Yilmaz, Thomas Muller, Courtois, Cancelo, Hakimi, Oblak, Harry Kane, Son Heung-min. I won't ask you what strikes out as alarming in the list because there's just too many. But what is the worst thing on the list? If you could just point out one thing that's bad on the list. I don't know if you've got the list in
No,
front
I
of
gotta
you.
say Lukaku. I think the amount that Messi, that just made me sick.
Yeah.
But the Lukaku being 17th,
Yeah.
ridiculous for
Do you have
me.
the list in front of you, Josh?
I can get up.
Yeah, calm.
Yeah, Lukaku
You
at
said
17.
yeah,
That
I
is an
think
absolute joke.
Lukaku had one of the
This-
best seasons.
This is probably the best season of his career.
Yeah. To put him 17th.
For me, there's only one striker you can say had a better season than Lukaku.
Harry Kane, innit?
No, Lewandowski.
Oh, Lewandowski. Do you know what? But I think Harry Kane had a very good season.
Haaland
as
had
well.
a
Not
better
better
season
than-
as well, though.
Then Lukaku.
Yeah.
No.
Just based on the numbers.
No,
Based
but
on
we're
but
not just
Haaland's
basing it on the
Haaland
numbers,
scraped top 4 on the last day of the season.
Oh, yeah.
Lukaku led his team to the title, fam.
Yeah.
Like, no.
But then again, I think Harry Kane's season has to be put up there because he was the top goal scorer in the league and the top assister in the league.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen every other day. I think the last time it happened in the Prem was Thierry Henry as well.
No, give him his flowers,
So-
but he didn't even finish in the top 4, bro. Like,
I don't think that matters though, because think about it.
has to matter.
We've seen PFA winners not finish in the top 4. Bale, I think even twice. Because Bale won the PFA twice, and I don't know if they finished in the top 4 both times. One of them definitely they didn't, but I don't know if I'm not sure about the second one. So I think that we can't take away a great season because the team underachieved.
No, I'm not-
because he is Tottenham.
I'm not taking it away. I'm just saying we're comparing it to other elite players, and the fact that you didn't finish top 4 in your domestic league,
But
that's
then
definitely a negative.
But then can you compare the leagues and say that the Premier League is harder than Serie A?
No, that's a fact. But I still think you've got to get top 4 to have like a legendary, not legendary, but an elite season. Do you know what I mean? I still think he had a great season, but he's not like. I think there's a lot of strikers that.
Do you think this is the best season of Kane's life, Josh?
No. I think it's the most expansive. I think this season he showed
His
more
bag.
than what we're used to seeing, for sure. I don't think it's his best season, though. I don't think he would say it's his best season, but I'll definitely say it's the season where he's shown what more he can bring to the table in it, for sure.
Therefore,
And you agree with that, yeah?
that is, yeah. I wouldn't say it's his best season. I think it's a terrific season, but yeah, I think he's had better seasons.
Cool. Alright, cool. Let's work from back to front.
Okay.
Darren.
You didn't
Talk us
We're
through.
each giving our top 10s, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's what I'm basically gonna say. I'd say I'd rather, instead of just saying our names and then going out, we'll do it as we go along. So
Yeah.
you say your top 10 and talk us through your
My whole 10.
your whole 10 and talk us through your process. So from 10 to number 1.
Okay. From 10 to 1, okay. Harry Kane, I thought, had to make the list. As you said, terrific season. I think the strikers have had better seasons than him, which you obviously hear as I go throughout the list, but terrific season. Led the league in goals and assists. You rarely see that. So I had to give him his flowers. I got Josh Kimmich at 9. Won the league. Cemented himself now. Obviously now he's just transitioned into centre mid. He cemented himself as one of the best midfielders in the world. Statistically, he's had a great season. I think he got 15 assists or so. And yeah, he's just a staple in that Bayern side who I would still argue the best team in the world. I mean, despite Chelsea winning the Champions League, I still think Bayern are the best team.
Which
in the
is why this trophy is
yeah, listen.
displayed.
Yeah,
here.
listen.
I'll explain towards the end of the episode what this trophy is for. But this trophy right here represents my Champions League. In fact, don't refer to us as...
Enjoy
One
that,
sec.
bro.
Don't refer to us as Chelsea Football Club, just as a pointer. Refer to us as the Kings of Europe.
Chill.
The Kings of Europe FC.
You ain't getting that from me, innit?
I'll
But-
never forgive Pep for this.
bro.
Oh,
Pep's got blood on his hands. But let me speed through. I got Benzema at 8. He carried Real Madrid this season. Obviously didn't get over the line and win the league, but statistically he's been great. And he's literally carried Real Madrid this season. So I got him at 8. I got Mbappe at 7. The numbers are crazy. They didn't win the league, but still put up crazy numbers. Still has crazy impact. Still is the most feared man running at a defender.
Damn, they brought him back into the France team, man.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Because of that.
Yeah, but I was touching on Mbappe, but it's like
I'm talking about Benzema. Right?
yeah, exactly. I got Messi at 6. Fam, people don't know how good Messi's season has been. I think he's got 30 goals and 10 assists in the league.
Yeah.
In the league.
39.
In the league, and this is a down season. Listen, Messi, please put some respect on his name. Please put some respect on his name. I got Haaland at 5. The numbers are stupid. To be fair, you could argue might be a bit high, but he scored against every team in the Champions League apart from City. I think he scored like 9 goals in like 6 games or something in the Champions League. In the league, he was getting braces every week. They didn't do well in terms of their positioning, but listen, he put up stupid numbers. I think 40 plus goals. I got Lukaku at 4. I think this is the best season of his career. Main man of Inter, led them to a title. Again, braces every week. I think he only had, there was only 2 back-to-back games where he didn't score a goal. So he's basically scoring a goal every other game. Do you know what I mean? And braces in between. Yeah, man. They didn't obviously have great European success, but I think he deserves his flowers, Lukaku, man. He's got a lot of naysayers, a lot of people, criticising him. But this season, and especially as a United fan, innit? He didn't, light up for us the way we wanted him to. But listen, this season he shut a lot of people up, man. And he's been amazing. I got Diaz at 3. Listen, he's another guy. First season in the Prem, 22, 23 years of age. And he's come in and sort out Man City's defence who, do you know what I mean? They haven't had a defence this good, and they've had the likes of Company and, Pep or whatever. They tried to build a defence for time. He's the guy that's come in and solidified things. Got him at 3. Got N'Golo at 2. Listen, Champions League quarterfinal, second leg, both semi-finals and the final, man of the match. Listen, I think he's the most valuable player in the world. I think he's genuinely the most valuable player in the world. And then I got Lewandowski, who's I'm not even going to touch on that because I just don't see anyone that is giving what Kante does. But
No, we're not, he's laughing because I'm nodding in it because I like the praise.
Okay. No,
but he probably
I disagree.
disagrees. Yeah.
No, that's fine. But I just think,
yeah.
listen, Kante, he can do anything, fam. He's literally
What to say anything, bro? You can do a lot.
he can do anything. He can do anything, bro.
Can't do anything.
He can do anything. And I got Lewandowski at 1. This should be a back-to-back Ballon d'Or that we're talking about for Lewandowski. Broke the record for most goals in the league season. I think he got 41 goals or something in the league.
Yeah.
Do you know how stupid that is? I don't think we'll ever hear that again. And listen, he is Bayern Munich, so gotta give my flowers to Big Lewan, man. Got him number 1.
I hear that.
Josh.
Josh.
Next, yeah? Cool.
Just run through the list again.
So,
same old.
in
Obviously.
at 10,
Yeah.
got Mbappe. Finished second in the league, but I think it was a strong season from him. Crashed out in the Champions League against City, but I mean, he had a poor first leg. Didn't play in the second leg. Kyle Walker kept him on smash, man. That whole first leg, man, I'd say. But he had a strong season outside of that, innit? Luis Suarez contributed, I believe it was 21 or 22 goals a season in a title-winning campaign as well. A player that Barcelona said was too old and wanted to move him on. And he's come back and he's proved everyone wrong, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I think probably this is the last bit of magic we'll see from him, but it's a very good way to top off a career, man. Do you know what I mean? He's had a brilliant career, man.
At this age, leading a team to
exactly.
a title.
I got Foden in at 8. I believe he ended as City's top goal scorer, I believe. PFA Young Player of the Year. I think he's had an amazing season, man. Do you know what I mean? I think he's been one of the players that not only has he lit up the 2020-21 season, but he's been sustainable as well. He's been consistent. Even in KDB's absence, I know Gunda had that great run, but Foden was right there next to him as well, man. So got to give him a lot of credit. I think this season there's not a lot of midfielders that have been better than him in the world, innit, if I'm being honest. I got Haaland in at 7. I got that just purely based on what he's done goal scoring wise this season, innit? He's been on a tear, man. Do you get what I'm saying? I know, of course, their league position didn't really help him a lot, but I think yeah, man, for his age, the promise that he's showing, yeah, God knows where Borussia Dortmund would have ended up had he not been there, innit? You get what I'm saying?
Bottom half of the table.
100%, bro. I got Fernandes in at 6. I think me personally, I'm someone that's very critical of Fernandes, but men lie, women lie, but numbers don't, man. Do you get what I'm saying? Despite what he does for 70 minutes on the pitch, you can't argue the numbers, man. And there's no way in hell Man United are sitting in second in the league without Fernandes' contribution this season. Do you get what I'm saying? So
right.
you can argue about his performances, especially in big games, but do you know what I mean? He's carried United this season, man. You got to give credit to him for that. Messi in at 5th for me, undeniable, man. In probably one of his worst season after his 3rd year, and he still got 30 goals and 9 assists, which is crazy to me. Was in a title race until the very end, man. People are saying that Messi's on a decline, but he still puts up 30 in the season, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
In the league.
And if you look at the Barcelona team, they're rubbish. They're crap.
Trash.
They're absolutely crap.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? But he hasn't called for help. He just said, I'll just do my thing at the end of the season. We'll look at the contracts, whatever. And probably he's going to stay in it, which I think is a niche man move from him.
Literally.
After the ruckus he was causing
Fact.
the season ago, whatever. But his boy Aguero's here now, so he's probably going to stay. Probably going to finish his career at Barcelona. But yeah, great season from him still. Lukaku, like you said, Daz, man, a lot of naysayers, but he shut everyone up, man. This season, I think he's proven to be just more than just a goal scorer. He's got 11 assists. He's got 10 or 11 assists this season. Double digits in assists, double digits in goals. I think he's got 24 goals in the league. Won the league, and he's proven to be a leader as well, man. Someone that his team can rely on. Do you get what I'm saying? You can criticize his game what you want, but at the end of the day, bro, the guy scores goals, man. He scored goals wherever he's gone, really and truly, bro.
That's the job description.
You get what I'm saying, fam? Like, he gets goals, man. You can criticize how pretty it looks, but he gets goals. He gets the job done. And they've won a title with that, man. Exactly. I've got Kante in at 3rd. For me, I think the Champions League just highlighted what a pivotal player he is for me, man. And I think he would be in that higher if I think his body of work this whole season isn't above those two above him, innit? Hence why I put him in at 3rd.
Definitely.
But simply just based on his Champions League performances in the big moments and how reliable he has been anyway this season, he has to come in at 3rd, man. For what he does, there's no one in the world that's better than him. No one comes close, in my opinion. And I feel like every team that he's in, he's the key to the success, man. So yeah, 100% has to come in at 3rd for me. Definitely a Ballon d'Or contender if France do go on to win the Euros. 2, Diaz. Like I said, his body of work has stretched across the whole season, man. Do you get what I'm saying? Of course, like I feel like because he's been so good and he does look so grown, when he does make a mistake, it's highlighted a lot. But people have to remember that he's still only 23 years of age, man. Do you get what I'm saying? It's his first season here at City, and he's done very well, man. Do you get what I mean? I think there's a lot more to his game that he can improve on. But yeah, PFA Player of the Year in his first season, was pivotal in that 21 or 22 game winning stretch, whatever. And yeah, man, he solidified the defence, man. So I got to give him credit. Number 1, Lewandowski, for the same reasons that you highlighted, man. 41 goals in the Bundesliga, which is unheard of. Broke Gerard Muller's record. And yeah, man, he was robbed of the Ballon d'Or last year, and I think this season is, even though the Ballon d'Or is a toss-up, I think it's only right that it goes to him, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, if he was fit, they probably would have won the Champions League, by the way.
Yeah, that's arguable as well, bro. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's me.
No, I hear that, man. I'll be much quicker.
Was that long? Yeah.
Just a bit.
Is it?
I didn't even mean it to sound like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just so that we can get into the crux of what I wanted to. Bruno Fernandes at 10 Thought he had a great season. It isn't spoken about enough that he broke Frank Lampard's goals in the season record. Suarez at 9. He won the league and was third highest top goal scorer in the league as well. I thought he was a huge part. And I think, fair enough, he tailed off towards the end of the season, but like he was red hot and showed Barcelona, who went out to go and sign a striker who's older than him as well. So that was crazy. I think Gerard Moreno's season is slept on hugely. 30 goals in all comps and 11 assists. Won the Europa League, basically. Put them on his back.
Should he start over Morata? Spain?
I mean, based on form, I personally don't really like him as a player. Like, he's like a fox in the box. I think he reminds me of Miroslav Klose a lot. Like, the fox in the box, they know where to sniff out the ball and whatnot. But yeah, like, he's just not my cup of tea in it. But bro, I just think his season is being disrespected because Villarreal, look, they shouldn't have been beating Man United in the Europa League.
I think it's their first major trophy as well.
Yeah, you've given them legacy, you've given them history, so it's a bit hard for me, man. But Lionel Messi, obviously, again, disrespected season. I mean, enough said about him. I think Haaland just edges him in terms of their season. I think we gave Messi props because of astronomical numbers. Like, Haaland has done the same. Do you know what I'm saying? He's just a surefire goal getter. Ruben Diaz, I have him. Where do I have Ruben Diaz? First, second, third, fourth, fifth.
You have Kane above him?
Yeah, I have, because I would have given Kane PFA. I just see PFA differently to everyone else, innit? So yeah, Ruben Diaz, again, had a great season, was very impactful in terms of the defence. I do think there have been times where he has been caught lacking, and I've seen weaknesses in his game, but that's no knock against him. I think he's still young, and the reason why he's been given a lot of props is because he's been so good at this young age, meaning that despite the mistakes he's making now, bro, in 2 years, he could be unstoppable. Do you know what I'm saying? I think he can reach Van Dijk levels before Van Dijk got to Van Dijk levels. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I still don't think he's better than Van Dijk. I think there's levels to this still.
Still got some work to do.
Yeah, still got some work to do, as we've seen in Chelsea's back wins.
Bro, that's the last time you bring this up.
Do you know what's mad though?
The last time.
Oh, you're gonna run up again.
Do you know what's mad though?
What?
Do you know what's mad? No, Kieran's even listening in the back. In the three games we played, I think Ruben Diaz has a role to play in all 3 losses, which is big. Like, a big role to play. But, I mean, we're not dissecting Chelsea Man City here, innit?
Good point.
But it's a key point. Big moments. Kane, I would have given Kane PFA. Look, I understand the didn't finish in the top 4 thing, and you need to
Conference League and he's PFA.
That doesn't mean anything. You don't have to finish top 4 and get PFA. He was the top goal scorer in the league.
You think he had a better season than Haaland though?
Who?
Kane.
I think so, because you have to... what I do when I think about criteria and whatnot is I do put a lot of emphasis on what you do in the Premier League. And Kane... Like, because Haaland, when you're talking about the best strikers in the world, I actually think Kane is the best striker in the world.
What? Number 2?
I think he's on par with Lewandowski. I think we say Lewandowski is better, and we're quick to say that. And the reason why he'll get all the props is because he plays in a Bayern team where they're going to win a majority of the games in their league, and then on top of that, they're competing for the Champions League as well. And I'm not taking anything away from him, but my point is, if you switch their roles, so Kane plays for Bayern Munich and Lewandowski plays for Tottenham, I don't think much changes either way. So I don't think Lewandowski necessarily wins Tottenham a trophy, and Kane doesn't take... Like, Kane adds to that Bayern team in terms of...
I disagree.
No, he doesn't. Kane doesn't bring what Lewandowski...
Tottenham and Kane were niche.
I disagree.
In European
Kane's
season.
a better playmaker than Lewandowski.
Yeah, he's a better playmaker, but Lewandowski is...
Who's the better all-round footballer?
No, but that's the thing. We're talking about a striker. Who's the better striker? I don't really mind who's better.
I don't think there's anything.
I think Lewandowski.
What's the difference between Lewandowski and Kane?
I think he's more.
Who's the better finisher?
Lewandowski.
Ooh, boy.
Lewandowski is the better finisher.
I don't know.
Lewandowski is the better finisher.
And this is my thing. I'm not even saying that Kane's the better finisher. I'm just saying they're on par. I think you're saying Lewandowski.
I think you can say they're in the same.
I think they're on par.
Same realm.
I think they're on par.
I need to see it. Listen, Lewandowski's got 5 straight 40-goal seasons. Until I see that, I'm not gonna assume that you're capable of that.
No, but 5 straight. Again, what we do is, and this is not to take it away from him, but do you think Kane will get 40 goals if he plays for Bayern Munich every year? You don't think so?
Not every year. Not every year.
I disagree.
Lewandowski's 5 straight years of 40+ goals. I'm not gonna assume
because we're
that
talking
Kane's
about
doing
Kane.
that.
Kane's on the trajectory of beating Alan Shearer's record in the Premier League, which is seen as this unbreakable record. If he goes to another Premier League club, he can add trophies to his resume. And if I just quickly bring up Kane's goal scoring record, just to emphasize what I'm trying to say, very, very quickly.
No, listen.
Look, Kane,
much of a
from when he broke out, he so his first season when he broke out, that is the 14-15 season, 31 and 51, 28 and 50, 35 and 38, 41 and 48, 24 and 40 in the injury season, 24 and 34 in the injury season, and 33 and 49. These are crazy numbers so he's basically hitting the upper end of 30.
Yeah.
Pretty much he's averaging about 32 goals a season in all comps, which I think from a Premier League player not playing for the best club, actually playing for one of the worst big clubs, he is doing all he can. And then we're not even adding the assists that he provides for this team. So look, it's not even an argument I'm dying on the hill about, but I just think they're in the same realm. I don't think there's...
I agree with that. I agree they're in the same realm. I just think I'm gonna say Lewandowski's in the league of his own, because he's the one that's done it. I mean, Kane might be capable, but
that's fair enough, innit? That's fair enough. Lukaku, I put as just above Kane, just due to the fact that obviously they won the league, Serie A Player of the Year, quality. He's proved himself highly, and yeah, he's done his thing, man. He's done his thing for sure. And then Lewandowski second for the reasons mentioned. Lewandowski's been quality. He's been very, very good. Like, we can't even excuse, like, he broke Gerd Muller's. How many years long is that record?
Exactly.
So yeah, man, he's been quality, and then obviously I haven't got Kante number one. Of course, there's gonna be bias there, but I do honestly believe that if he does win the Euros, that it will give him a very, very big shout of winning the Ballon d'Or. Just like a lot of players, really, but I think Kante especially, because from the position that he plays and the type of footballer that he is, the way he can have an impact on a game is something we've never seen before. We talk about Makelele's role, but even Makelele said, like, he can't do what Kante does, because Kante is so impactful on both sides of the floor, if you use an NBA term. But like, look, and you're talking about the valuable thing. I know you disagree, Josh, but look, if you want to win the league and there's a lineup, I actually think above Gerrard, Scholes, and Lampard, I'm taking Kante before all of them. If you want to win the league, yeah, I think that's how valuable he is to your team.
So what? Like, one of the most valuable players of all time?
Yeah, valuable. Yeah, I'm not saying, bro, he's not better than these, man. I don't think he's better as a footballer. But when you're talking about value, what you want to pick first for your team, if you have a Kante in your team,
it's a joker. You are the joker.
You have a joker in your team, and I think we've seen it. Like, you know, when there's guys that literally what you're saying with the Lewandowski thing, that because you know there's guys that who might be capable of it. I don't even think there's anyone I've ever seen before in football who's capable of what Kante has done. Win the league at Leicester, then win the league at Chelsea, then win the World Cup. France don't win the Euros because he's sick, he's ill, he doesn't play, and then I think that's the reason why they lost. Yeah. Then he wins the Champions League at Chelsea, getting from the DM position, centre mid position, whatever you want to call him, getting back to back Champions League man of the matches. I think it's just like, it's crazy, man. But again, of course, there's going to be a little bit of bias there, but I think he's just been quality, man. But obviously, you disagree with the Kante.
No, you just said that he's the most valuable player in the world, which I disagree with.
Oh yeah, who do you think is more valuable in the world, or what's your reasoning?
I think in 9 out of 10 times, the attacker is probably the most valuable player on the team. So I'll take Lewandowski over a Kante, in my opinion. I say, but for example, I say, even with Kante in that team, I think if we have a Harry Kane in the finals, I think we win.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
But I still think, when you're talking about the drop-off from number 1 to number 2 at the position,
I don't think that has anything to do with it. That just reminds me of the debate as to whether, if there's no world-class right-back, we shouldn't include a world-class right-back. I don't think the drop-off between first and second should be a factor as to how valuable he is, in my opinion. I think value is just simply attributed to, if this guy's in your team, how old is your team?
But it's also value compared to the caliber of players.
And wait, one sec, Josh, one sec. Do you know what puts a lot of weight, in my opinion, in Kante's corner? The position he's doing it from. The fact that we are saying, yes, fair enough, 9 times out of 10 you might say you take the attacker, because if a guy can score goals, that's one of the most valuable positions. Scoring goals is one of the hardest things to do on a football pitch. But Kante is that 1 out of 10. He is that like joker, that guy that you just need on your team. Like, imagine having Kante to start, basically in a fantasy draft, saying you want to win the league. Kante is one of the first guys you get. Like, that gives you so much freedom to do so much things with your team.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? Of course, yeah, you want to take a striker, you want to get a guaranteed bagsman. But if I can get a Kante first, I can almost sacrifice a Lewandowski for a Lukaku because I have Kante.
Is Kante more valuable than Messi?
Then a 35. How old is Messi now?
Wait,
34.
are we saying prime Messi or Messi now?
No.
No, I'll take Kante.
You say Kante?
As
I
in
think
value-wise.
it's more
Because Messi, I think Messi is so good.
In one season.
Yeah. Messi right now, in the state that he is in, he's still one of the best players in the world, but he's counterproductive right now. We saw it last year in the game against
It's true.
Bayern
He doesn't move about
Munich.
the ball.
Yeah,
He doesn't move
exactly,
about
and
the
that doesn't help you.
I get he doesn't move around the ball, yeah.
Imagine you
I
had
get
Kante
that.
with Messi. That makes Messi win the Ballon d'Or, for example. But then you don't have a Kante in that team. That makes Messi look like a passenger. That's the extremities.
I hear it.
that we're talking
No.
Bro, you see what I'm saying now?
Bro, this is a Messi in arguably his worst season. He's got 30 goals.
No, I know. And
My point in a meaty Barcelona
No,
team.
I know, but my point is, think about what I'm trying to say. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. I'm basically saying, people look at Messi sometimes as a passenger, and they attribute it either to how meaty the team is, or to the fact that Messi needs to do more. Messi wouldn't need to do more if he had his Sergio Busquets, his Xavis, and his Iniestas of the world, who were doing a lot of work for him, but he was taking the accolades because Messi got the job done.
Yeah.
You put a Kante in a team like this, for example. I'm not saying Kante. Do you know what? Kante could transform the ball. That's how good he is. That's how good he is.
Anybody,
Bro.
But then that's my point as well. I think
But
Messi
Messi
goes
does as
into
well.
any side
Messi
in the
does
team
as
and
well. Yeah,
transforms
no,
them.
definitely.
Of course, but I don't necessarily think.
And goals win games.
One sec. If you put Messi in Man United, do you necessarily win the title more so than if you put Kante in Man United? It's tough.
Nah, but I think it's also relative.
I'm not disrespecting Messi, please. But what I'm
Messi,
saying
bro.
is, Man United's issue isn't goals.
That's why I say it's relative.
But I'm talking about the best teams now. Because Man City obviously...
I don't
So
know.
wait, you...
Messi.
I know, it's hard.
It's mad. It's mad.
Yeah. I'm not even trying to disrespect him. I'm not...
Like, Daniel,
I feel
it's
icky.
Messi,
I feel
bro.
icky.
Trust me.
It's
Trust
Messi.
Me. I'm Messi over...
The guy's playing with a strop. He's playing with a strop.
This guy's
He's got
not
30
even...
goals.
This guy's
He doesn't even want to play for
This
Barcelona.
guy's not even Messi over Ronaldo. Trust me. I know how great Messi... Do you know what? Let's stop using Messi. I think it's...
No, I'm not, because you said he's the most valuable player in the world. Messi is still playing football. I can't
What, you
use
think Messi's the most valuable player in the world?
I think Messi's more valuable than N'Golo Kante.
Alright, cool. Let's do what we normally do in football debates then. We take Messi and Ronaldo out of all debates.
No, because what the hell?
We do.
I'm not doing that.
No, but I think it's an interesting argument though. Who's
No, but the thing... do you know what I'll say then, to wrap it up? Because
Go on.
even though I might be tentative about confirming Kante as the most valuable player,
Yeah.
the fact that we can even have the discussion...
Let me give you another one. Yeah.
Go on.
Van Dijk fully fit. Is Kante more valuable than Van Dijk?
Yes!
You think so?
Yeah, 1000%.
I can't believe. I don't think you can say yes so comfortably. Still,
I think I can.
No. I think so because the reason why Van Dijk is so valuable to his team.
Look at what
because
happened to Liverpool.
He gives the fullbacks license to go.
No, but look up into
Kante
Liverpool.
basically gives the license for everybody.
Hold on. Cool. If Kante,
No, but wait. Now, I just bagged you as well. Let's not do... Van Dijk was the best player or most impactful player in that team.
Yeah.
But let's not act as if Liverpool didn't buy Alisson and Fabinho. Fabinho, one of the best DMs in the world, and Alisson, one of the best keepers in the world.
but then
in that same season.
Kante at France has Pogba and Mbappe in them.
Why was France so quick to say the reason why we were winning or we could win is because of Kante?
And why
Kante gives all these guys the license.
Similarly, why is Liverpool so quick to say that the reason why we came third in the Premier League
It's
is
not Van Dijk.
because of Van? What do you mean not because of
They
Van
don't
Dijk?
just say it's because of Van Dijk. They say-
Every Liverpool fan will sit there and
That's not
say,
true.
"Fam,
They
if Van Dijk was fully fit this season."
That's
So you
not
think
true.
Van Dijk is more valuable than Salah?
I'm saying is than Salah.
Yeah.
And you're even having to think about it. That's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
point.
he is. Yeah, he
That's
is.
my point. But
He is.
you're having to think about it just to back the argument. Without Salah, Liverpool don't win the league. Simple
Without
as.
Van Dijk, they don't win the league.
I know, but that's where we have the argument.
That's
Without
what you're saying,
Kante,
he's
Chelsea
more
don't
valuable.
even make it out of the group stages.
No.
I'm joking.
What?
We
No.
make out the group stages.
No.
The group stages of the Champions
You
League.
don't make out the group stage.
What? Are you drunk? We had to.
No, they do make up the group stage.
No,
Yeah,
we don't beat Atletico Madrid.
Atletico, yeah,
Yeah, we don't beat Atletico Madrid.
You don't.
Facts, we don't.
But then this is my point though. There's bare man in the world, yeah, that you could say remove them out of their team
Definitely.
and the team.
And
the
now-
team
That's
shit
where
show.
the,
But now-
the lines get blurred.
but now-
I think the only team that is an exception probably is City.
No,
because
but
you
now
can remove
what-
a player out of City and he's still got a function.
No, but now what I'm saying though is the fact that we're doing it with a guy like Kante, 9 times out of 10, that if we remove a player, you're looking at the attacker. That's why Van Dijk is even one of the exceptions because of how good he was. But I think there are a lot of parts to that Liverpool team that we can also point to. Yes, Van Dijk is number one, but I think the impact that Kante has on the Chelsea team, the second most impactful player on that Chelsea team, is so far from Kante in my opinion.
Definitely.
Whereas the second...
And it was very evident in the actual games. The semi-final, the final.
So, as in it was
Kante
like
was
Kante was
MVP.
making Cruz, Modric, and Casemiro look like Stoke City's midfielders, like leggy and just not even on it. Like, do you know what I'm saying? In both legs, like in both legs.
Bro,
I hear
you
it.
man had like 6 centimeters.
Huh?
Did you see
You
what?
man had like 6.
Did you see what Kante was doing to De Bruyne?
Don't
you see what Kante was
hold
doing
on,
to
hold
De
on.
Bruyne?
Don't simply pin that down to flipping Kante because your whole system is predicated on keeping us out. So don't just say it's just down to Kante.
No, but Kante-
As if Kante was
running
running the whole defensive line. Your whole team.
But who's the most
25 and a half
important
essentially.
part of that system working?
Yeah, probably Kante. But then don't say that because Kante was playing now. Like that's
but
the reason
No,
why
I'm saying he was the best midfielder. On
because
that
Kante's
pitch.
not marking 6 midfielders, bro.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you
He's
had,
marking 3.
You had literally a
not
bunch
marking
of
3. Shut
midfielders,
up.
He's marking 3.
and he was the best one.
Huh?
He was the best midfielder on the pitch.
Yeah, he was the best, but he is their best midfielder.
Yeah, and he was the best midfielder on the
On
pitch.
both
De
pitches.
Bruyne was. On
Yeah,
the
he
pitch.
was. Kyle Walker's the best right back on both pitches. What next?
That has nothing
Going
to
up against
do.
Reece
Yeah,
James.
there's always going to be a player
Look
that's
at-
the
look
best
at
player
that
on both
deflection.
pitches.
Yeah,
What
but
are
I'm
you
saying
talking
it
about?
says a lot. You can take away a lot by the fact that he was the best player on the pitch.
I
And he
hear
was
it.
for what, the 4th game. in a
Kante
row.
is not the most valuable player in the world.
It was a good
No,
debate.
that's fair enough.
It was a
No,
good
I
debate.
hear it though.
was a
I
good
hear it
debate.
though. Look, at the end of the day,
Hey, let us know in the comments though what you think though, because that's a very interesting.
Hold on. One last question. If Chelsea don't win the Champions League, are you still standing by this point that he's the most valuable player in the world?
if Chelsea don't win the Champions
Yeah.
League,
Is he still the most valuable player in the world?
well, obviously not.
So it's simply just predicated on the fact that he won the Champions League.
No, of course it's not. It's
No,
about
it's
his
the
body
role
of
that
work.
he played.
Yeah, and it's also about his body of work. Like when you are the main reason why your team, who are the underdogs,
And-
one sec, who are the underdogs, win the Champions League. It adds to then the body of work that he has, where he was a big reason why Leicester won the league, a big reason why Chelsea won the league with Conte, a
But
big
then- but
reason
then-
why France won the World
I hear
Cup.
that, but then my thing is
and
that
and
Messi doesn't need to win to be the most valuable player for me.
One sec. And we also spoke about the value. You said France, Mbappe, Pogba, and all of that. They had all of those same players in the Euros, and Kante was the missing piece, and they lost to Portugal. So we can also attribute that to the fact that Kante wasn't there. And then you're talking about the Messi thing. Look, I understand it. Messi, in my opinion, greatest player we've ever seen. Like all of that, but what is the biggest argument that they say to knock him down when we're comparing him to Ronaldo? They look at the international stuff, and internationally he has been poor. And like, let's not take it away from him. For Messi standards, he has been very, very poor.
Got a chance to win one this
He's got
year.
a chance to rectify that.
Yep.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, I actually don't believe there's any holes to Kante's career because he's that much of an impactful player.
Do you think that the position that he plays safeguards him in a way that it doesn't?
I think the position that he
Messi?
plays elevates
Let me
him.
give you an example. Exactly.
Go on.
That's my point, though. Let's say Messi for Argentina. Yeah, if things go wrong, it's easy to blame Messi because he's an attacking player. But for Kante, if things go wrong at France, his job isn't to score goals or provide. Or
Of
whatever.
course.
Do you know what I mean? And even defensively, his job isn't to keep the ball at the back of the net because there's still 5 men essentially behind him.
I agree with
So
that.
the position he plays kind of safeguards him more.
I agree with what you're saying.
An attacker, if things go wrong, they're looking at you.
I agree with what you're saying, but then the point is, and this is what we're coming back to because we're kind of going around the circles now. What I'm saying is the fact that Kante can have the impact that he does from the position that he plays shows how good he is. Like, we've seen so many great midfielders of this world have impact as well. It's the fact that Kante consistently has this level of impact.
No, I
And
hear it
not
still.
only
I hear
that,
it.
he's leading his team to silverware. The most luxury
As in-
silverware you can
No, I
get.
hear
I
it
can
still.
say,
As in, bro, let's
Like his stats don't back him up, but the titles definitely do.
I can
bro.
say-
and no, one scenario. Take him out of the Chelsea team. They have no hope of winning the Champions League.
Yeah,
As
for
in
sure.
no hope.
sure.
And they won it. and he was the best player. Like
For sure.
That's
No, I
That's
hear
why,
it still.
look, I know it's gonna.
I don't think he's far off though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like there's no way
After
he
Messi,
could be the
then
most
who do you
valuable.
think it is?
I'll probably say Kante.
Yeah, so then like it's fam, and that says a lot, in my opinion. MVP, like he's so crucial to the team.
he's a
But the
genius.
one thing I did want to focus on is the Bruno Fernandes conundrum. Is Bruno Fernandes world class?
No.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say he's world class. I think he had a world class season, but world class player still got some work to do. Yeah, I don't like throwing that word around. So
Is Haaland world class?
yes, Haaland is a straight driller.
No.
What?
No.
Haaland is not world class.
No.
Yo. Erling Haaland.
The criteria, man.
Nah, scratch
Criteria,
that.
man.
Scratch that.
The criteria,
What,
man.
what's your-
Because okay, cool. No. That's okay, cool. Did Aubameyang's season, yeah, when they won the FA Cup, yeah,
Yeah.
was that better than Haaland's season this year?
No.
Huh?
No.
Are you alright?
No, it wasn't. Bro,
It wasn't better.
Bro, it
It
wasn't.
wasn't better.
It wasn't.
Aubameyang's season that season.
He scored about like 28 goals in all comps or something like that.
Played well, but it was not better.
Haaland
It was
scored.
hard-
How many goals did Haaland score in all comps? 40.
Yes, and
What,
you
this
know
season?
Haaland won like the
and,
Golden
and
Boot
he
in
won
the
the
Champions
Bundesliga
League.
Player of the Year as well.
Golden
What
Boot in the
season?
Champions League.
Let me check.
Nah,
Let
probably
me just
Lewandowski
guarantee.
won
Let me just make sure.
But no, Haaland's world class.
Nah, he's not too premature for me, man. I need silverware as
The
well.
guy's got 40 goals in back-to-back
I need
seasons.
silverware as well, man.
No, but bro, so what? The German Cup would make.
There's
him
no
world
way
class.
I'm giving.
The only-
I'm
the
not
only-
giving Haaland.
So in
world
two seasons,
class.
at Dortmund, obviously you moved to Dortmund in January. First season, 16 goals in 18 games, and then second season, 41 and 41. Jesus Christ.
I'm not giving Haaland
He's
world
mad,
class
man.
and Harry
He's a
Kane
mad
up.
man.
Do you know what my thing is?
Imagine.
So
We
you're
need
saying
him.
Haaland
We
has
need
to
him.
win either the Bundesliga or the Champions League. to be
Yeah, that's
world
when
class.
something.
Yeah, but fam, you can't punish him for his location. He's bagging 40 goals.
There's
Like
been
Borussia
Bayern Munich
Dortmund.
teams that have won the Bundesliga with Bayern Munich about.
Mm,
I mean, there's been Dortmund teams that have won the Bundesliga.
yeah, but
with-
that takes a great team, not a great player. You can still be a great player and not win trophies.
Wow.
What if you were okay? You know why I got you? Because you said Aubameyang was world class because he won the FA Cup, right?
And I regret it.
No, but that's the criteria. Don't tell me whether you regret it or not.
What do you mean that's the
That is
criteria?
the
No,
that's the
but then
criteria.
he falls short in what an aspect of the criteria in the new season because he's not playing.
Yeah.
In the eye test.
Yeah,
When he's
no,
not
but
playing.
that's why the criteria is flawed because as soon as someone wins the trophy, they're automatically in if they're putting up the numbers and doing the other stuff. My point is the trophy shouldn't be the thing that determines whether you're in or not.
I don't think are the trophies what determine it
Yes.
or they just
No,
crown
they
it?
don't determine it.
Yeah,
They
they
just
Okay,
won
but
the
okay, so
three.
why isn't Haaland in? Because he hasn't won the
He
trophy.
hasn't got the trophies.
That's a
Oh, no,
problem.
but it
And
doesn't
no, but
matter for
and the
all
longevity as well.
Bro, he's world class right now.
No, he isn't.
World class.
No, he
Wait,
isn't.
wait.
Man, just want to be giving anyone world class, bro.
Wait,
is
wait.
Lukaku world class?
Haaland is
Lukaku
anyone.
world class?
Bro, right now, yeah, you have to say the consequences.
See what I'm saying?
Lukaku world class.
No, he's not.
Why is he not? What doesn't he fit in your criteria?
I don't think.
What doesn't he fit in the criteria?
I'll tell
No,
you.
no,
He's not playing at world class level for me for enough seasons. He's had the world class season this season, yeah. If he does it next season, then cool. fair
Wait.
enough.
Just
Bro,
for the
he's been
people.
putting
Wait,
up
one
numbers for
sec.
years,
No.
Just for the people at home, explain your criteria, please.
So my criteria is one of three. You have to have all three things in it to be world class, yeah. So you have to be playing at a world class level. You have to be doing so for a number of years, and you have to be winning silverware. Those are my three in it. And if you fall short of any of the three, you don't get in. Hence why Harry Kane isn't in my world class list.
Which is
That's fine. No, but this is
blasphemy.
No.
Blasphemy.
Do you know what? Wait, one sec.
For the viewers- no,
Wait.
For the viewers at home, yeah, find me one world class player in history that hasn't been playing world class for a number of years, at world class level, and hasn't got silverware. You can't find me one player in history that doesn't.
One
fit
sec.
that
Before
criteria.
you respond to that, wait. What I'm gonna say is, and then you can go through on what his, and this is how we're gonna wrap up the episode anyway. What I'll say is, look, I don't necessarily subscribe to the criteria, but I think the world class thing, there are different criteria for different people, innit?
That's what I'm
And
saying.
for me personally, I don't want people. I think there should be a. I don't think we should come down. I think we explained it on one of the previous
Yeah,
episodes
we
where
shouldn't fall short of the standard.
yeah,
if no
basically
one's available.
like how back in the day.
No.
Or in
The beautiful
school.
point is you man don't think Trent is world class. You said there's no world class right backs in the world right now. That's what you man
Yeah,
said.
that's what I said.
Only when Joshua Kimmich is playing right back.
But my thing is, who are we comparing him to then? Who are we comparing Trent to if we're not saying he's world class?
What do you mean comparing him to?
World class. You're elite compared to the rest of the players at the
No, but this is my point then to that. Why I said he wasn't world class is because he can be better than some of the right backs. He can even be the best right back in the world right now, but that doesn't necessarily make him world class because we're using the comparison of
guys of the past.
Yeah, people that have played the game before. And the reason why I still think, we don't compare eras, but why it's still relevant is because it doesn't happen in all the other positions. So why does there need to be an exception in one position? Because, for example, we can say that Van Dijk is a world-class centre-back. We can say that, Lewandowski is a world-class striker. Let's use this as an example. If the standard of goals if the game just suddenly became so much more defensive and strikers only score 20 goals in all comps. Obviously, it's a far-fetched example, but I'm just trying to get the point.
Based on what you men are saying, no one will be world class.
But that's a possibility. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a
my thing is the smartest kid in a class full of dumbasses isn't smart. He's just the smartest kid
in the room. Yeah,
in the room.
But the thing is,
and just because there's no one to compare him to in the school, in that whole entire school.
When he widened the scope,
that doesn't mean.
But my thing is, you man are talking about what we want to compare it to aliens then, or what do you want to compare it to? What do you want to compare it to?
But my thing is, you don't have to shoehorn him into the category.
No. Let
me make a point. It's not shoehorning. I understand, the guys of the past have set the bar, but really and truly, that. For me, that is the levels that you get into when you're talking about you're in the room. Because we know that there's levels within the room.
What I'm saying is...
I don't think you can say, because you're not as good as Cafu.
No. What I'm saying is...
that you're not world class.
I'm saying is it's not necessarily about the comparison thing. It's about us as guys watching football. Do we think this player is playing at a world-class level? And
but Trent has played at a world-class level.
Has played.
Yeah, but just because he had a bad season,
there's bare man that
but then
played
he's had.
At world-class level.
But how many world-class seasons do you
that's
think
what I'm
he's
saying.
had?
You put a Bamian
How many world-class levels?
Because of one world-class.
How many world-class?
I didn't put him in because of one.
Yeah, it wasn't one. It wasn't one. Yeah, he was continuous.
When he won the trophy, that's what got him in, right?
After having
consistent world-class.
Yeah, I know, but the trophy was the difference.
Yeah,
for him.
For me, yeah.
And that's a problem for me because
I understand that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so then, what makes a player? So if a player has been world class, how do they then drop out of that category for you?
Yeah, you have to fall off. You have to have a couple seasons where you're not the same guy.
And what puts them on that pedestal for you? What makes them world class for you?
Everything you said, including the trophies. But I'm not gonna penalise someone because they haven't got trophies. Do you know what I'm saying? I remember asking you, can Jack Grealish ever be world class at Aston Villa?
And I said no.
And you said no. And I think that concept or that premise is wrong.
No, that's not true.
I think you should be able to be world class wherever you're playing.
That's not true. That is so not true. Because we've seen players
like
play very well. I'm not. Because you have to play at a top club to be world class. It's just the way the cards fall.
I disagree with
that. Because Jack Grealish can perform. What if Jack Grealish continues to perform the way he does at Aston Villa, where you believe he's world class, then he goes to Man United and flops?
Shambles. Yeah.
What happens then?
But he's still playing at a world class level for
at Villa.
Man United.
He's playing at a world class level, but he's not a world class player. That's my point.
Why not?
Because
the trophies.
No, because the circumstances need to change. When you play for Man United and Chelsea, the pressure is different. Playing for a smaller club, you have the freedom, the license to do whatever you want. The ball goes to you and you can do what you want.
But you can also blend in while being at a bigger club. The pressure's not on you. It's spread around.
Of course, but then it gives you... But tell me a player who's been... Like, you can't really give the example.
But there's always going to be firsts. Do you know what I'm saying? I understand the whole...
Every world-class player
going to be first.
That plays in other world-class teams or that plays around great players, no one is like... Bro, Sergio Busquets played in one of the greatest teams of all time, but we still recognise he's a world-class player. Yeah, but he didn't need to be at Barcelona to say that, to recognise that he's world-class. He could have been at Real Madrid.
No, but I think he could have been at bloody Valencia.
That's not true. That's not true because
that not? Same role... He's the same player though.
Oh my days. But that same role and what he does, because Sergio Busquets isn't a great example because of the role he plays. But if you use a David Villa, for example, David Villa wasn't world-class till he got to Barcelona.
Oh, I don't know about
that. He wasn't.
I don't know about that. David Villa was ripping up for Spain, getting golden boots before he got to
No, but I'm saying that the Barcelona where he was consistently winning trophies... I'm not.
I don't think that's what made him more.
I don't want to. Like,
I think that's what elevates you.
No, but I don't want to be too. Because for example, David Silva was also playing at a very good level at Valencia as well. But you wouldn't say he was world class till he got to Man City.
Yeah, but
And
that's fair. But I think
and
he
as a
also,
midfielder,
he wasn't in his prime at Valencia. Do you know what I'm saying?
But he changed as a
Man City.
midfielder though when he got to Man City.
True.
And David Villa didn't play at in his prime for Valencia.
But he was still a top.
bags,
striker.
But
he wasn't at his prime.
He wasn't at his prime though. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's.
And that's because the reason. Look, it might be you might see it as morally wrong, but the reason why we can see a world class player is because he takes a big club to the next level. He wins them trophies.
That's not the
It
only
happens.
thing that makes you world class, though.
Would you have called Lewandowski world class at Dortmund?
Yes, Lewandowski at
Actually,
Dortmund
he
was
won the
world
league, though.
class.
He won the league though. He won the league.
But my point is,
he won the league. He's a bad example. Just ignore that.
Did you call Aubameyang world class at Dortmund?
yes, Aubameyang at Dortmund was a driller, fam. Aubameyang at Dortmund was a gunman. He didn't win a trophy there.
I think he
but
became
was
world
still a
class.
world-class striker.
I think he became world class when he got his first season at Arsenal because that's when I could see.
No, so you're telling me
That you could
Arsenal
do it in the
Aubameyang is
Prem.
better than Dortmund Aubameyang?
The early stages of no, because in the Prem it's harder. I put more emphasis
as
on
a
the
fin-
player
as a
being better in the
finisher,
Premier League.
As a finisher, yeah.
I think I understand that it's
Yeah,
harder,
yeah,
but I
that's
still
the
think
same.
he was a better player at Dortmund.
He might have. It's hard.
Is that not going against your thinking as well? Because if he signed for Arsenal and you're saying that's the point, he became world class, he didn't win any big trophies.
FA Cup is what put him in.
No, but I don't have Josh's. I don't.
Would have won the German Cup.
Yeah, he won the German Cup. I don't have Josh's criteria. What I'm basically saying is that I just have to see it in the player, innit? But I'm saying when you're at a better
No,
club,
but you're closer towards Josh's criteria than you are to me.
fair enough. But
Why are you jealous, bro?
the only disagreement that I have is that players being at a smaller club can be world class. I disagree with that because I think to be world class, you need to show it
Do you know what it is?
on the biggest.
I disagree
One
with
sec.
that
On the
completely.
biggest stages, Jack Grealish can basically be considered a world class player, but has never played in a big game in his life.
Because they were playing in the
Impossible.
Champions League final,
No,
semi-final.
it doesn't even have to be a Champions League final, but in a big game in his life. No way. Absolutely no
But the
way.
difference is, bloody Aubameyang, you gave Aubameyang, the criteria gave Aubameyang.
And I regret it.
His criteria.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter whether you regret it or not. That is what the criteria has allowed. That's why it's flawed.
Look,
Nah, I don't think so, man. I don't think so.
that's where we'll leave it in it. I mean, we've
That's
gone into
that's
a
even
lot.
a topic for another
Yeah,
episode.
yeah, we've
man.
gone
This
into a
whole
lot.
world-class thing,
And we've
it will never die.
yeah, no,
Never
100%,
die.
man.
Never
Everyone's
die.
got their criteria. Look, I'll just end it by saying, look, depending on what criteria you have, let us know, man. Do
Definitely
you
let
think
us
Trent is the only world-class right back? Do you think there are any world-class right backs in the world? Do you think Kante is the most valuable player in
Do
the
you
world?
think you have to win a trophy in order to be world class?
100%. And can you play for a small club that isn't necessarily competing
And be world class.
and be world class? These are all valid questions. But I mean, yeah,
Very
man.
interesting.
Eye test. It's been another great episode. Josh, close us out, man.
It's the boy JK, the King Greeting, but I stay out of the mix here with the boys from EOTV. Thanks for tuning in, guys, man. Peace and love.
Peace and love, man.
Deuces.
Ah.